I've unmuted everyone, and if anyone has a question, I'd be happy to try and answer.
Stuart, it's Jillian.
Yes, Julian.
I'm struggling with tension, really challenging tension, specifically around singing and the practice of that. Do you have any words that might help me?
Oh, yeah. I mean, look, I know the creative process. I've been through it many times in my life. I've written a lot of books. And one of the things I discovered in the creative process is you have to let it breathe. You can't interfere with it. You have to step back, take a rest, sometimes take a little vacation from it. Give it a chance to find its own life. Because if you keep trying to force it to find its own life, it's going to get tighter and tighter and tighter. And it's not only dealing with singing or writing music or writing books, it's dealing with everything in life. When we try to force it to happen, when we try to make it happen, it always gets tighter. But if we can step back and we can listen to life, you know, the way I learned to write books is I learned to listen to my books. In the novels I've written, there are characters. I listened to them. I didn't try to make it be what I think it was. I let it become what it really was supposed to be. And when you sing, when you dance, anything, just living, forget creative arts, just living every day. We can't make it what we think it is supposed to be. We have to listen to it, let it teach us what it really will become. And then things happen. We're open to change. We're open to look at things a little differently. I mean, even that song you sent to me, it was very tight, you know. You have to loosen yourself up. You have to listen to what it is, and then you have to find the uniqueness of what it is telling you to do instead of making it happen. When you make it happen, you wind up with terrible art, you know?
Yeah.
You wind up with a terrible life, actually. Forget about art.
You echoed what my heart already knew. Thank you.
Welcome. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask?
I, hi,
Yes,
Stuart. Oh,
yeah, go ahead.
um, I think I'm not quite sure what I'm about to say, but the during this practice now, after doing this a couple of weeks, and I've been very lucky these weeks, I've been able to join every time because I'm in my middle of my exams reading, and I'm noticing that the a feeling of being sort of prideful, or in a feeling of mastery, sort of, when you've done something good and you feel prideful about it. And then I immediately follow it up with gratitude that I am feeling this.
Mhm.
And and this comes with a lot of tingling sensations and a feeling of heaviness, but a nice heaviness on my legs. And then this feeling of mastering things comes, and then I follow it up with gratitude to you and to this practice, and then of course my mind comes to to say that this is just in your head, this is not what's really happening.
Benjamin, what is the question? That's
Good question. um, So my mind stops, sort of is trying to
Listen,
say that this is just my imagination, sort of.
listen, why don't you just be grateful and leave it alone? Okay?
All right.
Stop trying to figure it out. Stop trying to leave it alone. Just let it come into you. Let it, transform your inner life. Be grateful for the things that are happening instead of getting involved in every little minutia of how it's affecting. You make yourself crazy. You can go on and on like this, and then you waste all your energy doing that instead of just being grateful and let it become living experience and be grateful for it, and that you found this and look how it's affecting you so deeply inside. You know how little affects us that way, deeply inside in life. So don't try to get involved in all the minutia. And, I got a pain in my kneecap. I got my big toe hurts. Just leave it alone. Let it work for you. These higher energies want you to grow. They want it, they want to work for you. They want to transform your life into something that truly is majestic. And it has nothing to do with pride, I mean, you become a child of God. You become a servant of higher energy in the universe. And you don't have to take pride in it. It just happens. As soon as you take pride in it, it gets into your head. And then it transforms it into something much less. But you just let it happen. And I can't stress this enough. It's the same way with Jillian singing and, composing. You got to let it happen. And then you got to be grateful that you have grown enough in your life to be able to receive this. And it is changing you and it is transforming the way that you look at the world. But don't get involved in all the itty gritty and, the minutia that, this and that. And you'll just get nuts because it'll take up all your energy. And by the time you finish with, you're going to drain all the energy out of you. And just be grateful. Stay centered in the chakra below the navel and just feel deep inner gratitude that this energy of the meditation is affecting your life this way. And I think the benefits will be much deeper and much more conscious about the way you not only treat yourself, but the way you treat other people. So, leave yourself alone. You have to keep analyzing yourself and, taking this and that, it's just a waste of energy because I learned years ago, I gave up years ago trying to know Stuart. I thought it'd be a much better job not to know God, but to open to God and spirit and let it guide my life. And it takes you to all kinds of places. Some you like, some you don't like, but all of it is just simply an opportunity to grow. It's a very difficult task to leave oneself alone. It's a very difficult task because we spend our lives analyzing everything. And, we get a little pain somewhere and then we spend a week worrying about the pain. We get a little this, we get that, we get a whatever, and we just take ourselves apart. And it's not in a healthy way. Understand? It's a way of just wasting energy. And the better thing is to just stay grounded, stay open, let the energy come. It'll show you where there are pains inside you. And then you can do something about it. Change your diet, do some exercise, yoga, it'll teach you exactly what you have to do in order to, let your life evolve. When I was younger, I studied acting in New York. There was a period of my life I wanted to go into movies, theater, stuff like that, And the acting teacher constantly would say, leave yourself alone. Leave yourself alone. Just be in the moment. And what he was telling me was something deeply spiritual. And I only found out later. I don't think he even knew it was spiritual. He just knew it was a technique of learning how to be on the stage and be in the moment. You know, and it was true. Leave yourself alone. Be in the moment. Let the energy flow through you. Respond. Listen to life. You know, listen to the other person who you're doing a scene with on the stage. Listen. And then react, not from your head, but organically, you know, the way you would react in life. And this is no different. It's just listening, leaving ourselves alone, trusting that there's a higher force in the universe that knows much better than we do about the way one should live their life.
Thank you. I think that I'm, I'm definitely having positive experiences, and yeah. So I'll just leave it alone, not analyze it, because it actually feels changes have happened, but there's something in me, doubting it. So I guess I'll just for a quick correction, I shouldn't use the word pride. I should have used the word. The feeling of mastering. And my English is a little bit, but a feeling of feeling worthy.
Confidence.
Yeah, confidence. Thank you. Yeah.
Look, Benjamin, you're doing very well. Leave yourself alone. Okay. Let's just finish with that. You're doing very well. I'm just deeply grateful to see how much you've grown in a really short time. Now just leave yourself alone. Just be grateful it's happening and let that take over. Let that really guide your life. You'll see the results will come so fast and so deep that it'll amaze you, you know, about how things will change both inside you and in the world around you as well. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? Took me a long time to learn that. I mean it. So if you don't learn it the next day and a half, don't worry about it, okay? It takes time to build an inner life that is strong enough to be able to live the way I'm talking. And it's just amazing to see how rich life becomes and how interesting life becomes. You don't have to make it happen because it's just happening around us all the time and inside us, you know? Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? Okay, well, again, thank you, bless you. And I think this is amazing to be able to sit here and do this. And there'll be class again on Thursday, and I hope to see everybody. If you know people that are interested in doing this, you know, they're all welcome. Let them come. I hope it can help them as much as it's helped some of us. And you know, I'm very open to that. Bless you, and I will see everybody hopefully on Thursday. Ciao.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.